welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the second episode of 12 Days of Kait-mas. Today I wanted to talk about things in fashion that I've been loving recently for winter 2023, maybe some things that I want to thrift or make this season. Of course, these are just my opinions and they shouldn't be taken seriously because fashion is so individualized and that's why it's so much fun. So let's get started. The first thing that I've been loving recently are white tights. I'm a tights girl through and through, but I've been seeing so many white tights, specifically these like lacy white tights I've been obsessed with. I just think that they make an outfit 10 times more interesting than just black tights. And don't get me wrong, I'm not coming for black tights, but black tights have a time and a place, but I just feel like adding white tights to your outfit can really make it more interesting. Like this outfit in particular, think about it with black tights instead. And with the white tights, it's just so much more interesting, to me at least. And it's kind of like counterintuitive because when you wear white on the bottom, you normally think of the summer. But like with white tights, it's different. Like it brings like that winter element into it. So I think it's really cool. And then taking tights just one step further. Also, I've been really liking plaid tights. I can definitely see how they can become tacky really quickly. I feel like if you get the right pattern and colors, then they can look really cool. Here are some that are hand painted, which I don't know if I could do like a DIY of painting tights. But I mean, I'm down to give it a shot. I just don't really know what to use for the paint. So if you have any tips on that, let me know. I think I've talked about plaid in every single one of my trends videos so far this year. So you know that's here to stay in my brain. It has just transitioned into the tights realms. And I feel like plaid tights or pattern tights in general are one of the easiest ways to make a statement with a pretty basic outfit. The next thing that I've been loving recently are embroidered tops. And I know I talked about this in my handmade holiday gift guide already, but I got a little trinket. It's actually a foot for my sewing machine, but it's called a darning foot or free motion embroidery foot. It lets me draw with my sewing machine. So I have a bunch of these shirts pinned where they have like really cool embroidery of little drawings and stuff, and I just have always thought they were so cool, but I wanted to make one myself, but I'm not very good at hand embroidery. So now that I have this, it's going to make my life a lot easier and I can actually give it a go. I also replaced my bobbin case that has been causing my machine to squeak and jam for a whole year, and it was only $8. So I got around to that, so I'm pretty proud. I think it can be so creative and you can mix different colors and textures. There's so many amazing artists that do this. I've also seen Bodhi do a few of these tops, but they're like over $500. So it's going to be a DIY for me. I see this kind of embroidery mostly on just like plain white shirts. So definitely a pretty easy thrift flip if you do get into free motion embroidery. The next thing that I've been really excited about recently are decorative collars. This was kind of a trend that I was a little bit hesitant at first, but now I've seen collars that are in a style that I think that I would wear. I just think they add so much to an outfit, and it's actually very nice as a winter accessory because sometimes like if you're wearing too much bulk, like it can just get really heavy and kind of annoying. So if you want to just add like a very light decorative collar without adding an entire layer on top of whatever you're wearing, you can either have it clearly over your shirt and showing that it's just like a decorative collar, but depending on what kind of collar it is, you can have it like peeking out so it looks like you have a whole other layer underneath. If you get really hot and sweaty, then it's kind of just like a faux layer, if you know what I mean. And I know that fur jackets are really in right now, but if you don't want to break the bank on buying like a whole new jacket, you can just buy a little collar or make it yourself and have it kind of like peek out from under your jacket, and it kind of gives the same effect. But you can also wear the jacket without it, and then you could possibly wear that jacket in more seasons. I've been really loving these ones from Paloma Wool, and they're not too big, so I don't think they'd be too hard to DIY. I really like this one that's like I think it's a two-tone brioche stitch, and then you could wear it underneath sweaters, so it could look almost like you're layering a sweater. Jenna Phipps also posted a pattern for a collar, so I'll link hers down below because hers is really cute. And then also sewing like lace collars and stuff. It's really a broad category, but I just really like the decorative collars right now. Maybe I'll do a little collar video. The next thing I've been loving, you've seen it everywhere, it's those off the shoulder sweaters. I actually found one thrifting like a few months ago, so I do own one of these. It's kind of a weird length though, so I might crop it up. Yeah, I just really like the off the shoulder. It's so impractical for winter because your shoulders are gonna get cold, but if you're just like wearing it inside, I think it's so cute. In winter, I feel like we're always covering everything up, obviously because it's cold, but every once in a while I want to show a little skin. Sue me. And then also with that is actually layering things underneath the off the shoulder. that's when I think it gets really interesting. Because then it's kind of defeating the purpose of it being off the shoulder. And I think that's kind of funny. I don't know. I think there's a YouTube tutorial for a similar top. It's called the mohair boat neck top by Nell's Knits. And I think I want to follow that tutorial and have like a little leisure sweater knit for the winter time because I really like the style. Next is dark denim, like almost black, but still definitely like a navy. I really like the style of denim. I don't really wear jeans that often, but I've been recently wanting to get back into wearing jeans. I just feel like I haven't found the right pair for me. I'm someone who needs to try on their jeans before they buy them because all jeans fit so different. So I've been scouring the thrift stores for a dark wash pair of jeans, but I just haven't found the right pair yet, and I don't want to order them on Depop because I want to try them on first. But maybe I'll splurge on a pair of jeans this winter. And with the dark wash, there's this specific silhouette that I've been seeing a lot of, and it's just like a very long denim, very baggy, and people will do like a super thick cuff at the bottom. I just really like the dark denim, and hopefully I find the right pair. And then wearing like a dark wash denim, you can kind of pair that with something a little bit more flowy or fun on top, and then have like a very sleek dark wash jean on the bottom. That's how I think I would wear it. Next is layering socks, leg warmers, and tights, or just like any combination of those. I just think this is so cool and practical because obviously you want to stay warm, but I do knit and crochet, so I love the idea of mixing like just like different textures and fibers into like socks and leg warmers and then layering them together. Maybe that's a little bit of a fiber artist bias, but I love it. It can really spice up that bottom third of your outfit, especially if you're wearing like pretty plain shoes. And since ballet flats and Mary Janes are so popular right now, you see a lot more of like your sock, if you know what I mean. So definitely taking advantage of that. And I've said it several times already, but I'm obsessed with sock knitting right now. So I think that's also why I'm super drawn to this part of an outfit. I'm going to be doing this all winter, so my ankles and calves are going to be extra warm. I think this next one is maybe my favorite one on this list, and that is the color gray, specifically gray on gray. Gray is such a big color right now. I've been seeing it everywhere, but I feel like it's being a little bit overshadowed as like the color of the season by red. And I wanted to talk specifically about gray on gray, or as I like to call it, a grout fit. I just love a good grout fit, and I feel like you either love it or you hate it. I accidentally wore a grout fit to the gym the other day, and I was like, that's kind of cute. I have been thinking of this outfit that Lynn Mick wore ever since she posted it. She just absolutely slayed the gray on gray. It looks so cool on her, and I just love this outfit. I've been thinking about it a little bit more than I should. She is definitely one of my biggest style inspirations. But yeah, I just really like this shade of gray, this like light heathered gray, but for a legging specifically like a cotton spandex blend. I don't know why it's just like that type of legging, like the ones that you used to be able to get at American Apparel, because I feel like a workout legging might just not be the same. Or maybe it would. I don't know. I'd have to try it. But also, I'm saying that I like gray until I actually try it out and sweat a little bit because that's a humbling experience. In high school, I wore this like light gray shirt once and I was sweating and I had the worst pit stains of my life, and I never ever wore that shirt again. So yeah, maybe I'll have to pick the top material a little bit more carefully because gray is a dangerous color. But I've also been loving dark gray too, like a really deep charcoal gray. I just made this bonnet as a commission and I want to make one for myself because it turned out really good. Paloma Wool in general has been doing gray so well this year. If you just scroll through their website, like a lot of it is gray, but like everything looks so good. Honestly, just scroll through their website, you'll know what I'm talking about. Also, one more thing, if you wear all gray as the base of your outfit, it makes other accessories pop like so much more. This picture, she's wearing all gray and then her red socks pop like crazy. So I think that's a really cool way to kind of make your accessories shine in that situation. And that's a great segue into my next thing that I've been loving, which is this cobalt blue color, but specifically cobalt blue accessories. This color is just so much fun and a little bit edgy. I've also been searching for cobalt blue nail polish recently. I just haven't been able to find the perfect shade, but I think anything from like a hat to socks to a scarf in a cobalt blue shade would really bring an outfit to life without being too like overwhelming. And I've been slowly collecting this color of yarn, but for some reason I'm just like so hesitant to use it because I really want to make something cool. I have this Malabrigo Rasta yarn, one of my favorite yarns to work with. I bought this a year ago and I still haven't used it because I want it to be something really good, but I'm actually going to be using it in an upcoming video. I'm going to keep it secret, so keep you guys guessing on what I'm going to be making with this yarn. But I also bought this alpaca yarn in the cobalt color, and I think I want to make a little houndstooth scarf for my hair, or maybe like a bonnet or something with these two colors. And of course, once I make something with this yarn, I'll be sure to show you guys. The last trend that I want to talk about is trapper hats. I grew up somewhere where it was so cold, like bitterly cold, that calling this kind of stuff trendy is kind of funny to me, but they look so good on everyone. And if you disagree, just try it. Just try it. I think they're so cute on everyone. I think the most practical ones are the fur-lined ones with like the waterproof outer, but I also, of course, really like the knit and crochet ones. They're just so badass and fun, and I really want to find a sewing pattern because then I can make my own. I could also knit one maybe, but I feel like I really want a sewed version with like a really cool outer shell, maybe a cobalt blue one. But I do want to have it fur lined, so I'm gonna look for sewing patterns for a trapper hat. So I'll link any that I find down below, or I can even just thrift one too. Definitely will have a better chance at finding one if I go when I visit my parents for the holidays. I just think I'll probably find one where they live, because they're a little bit more common there. In my opinion, the trapper hat is the most fun way to keep your head warm this winter. And that's all I got for you today. That's all I've been really thinking about recently. I'm sure there'll be a lot more, especially going into 2024. Whoa. Sounds crazy to say. Let me know anything that you've been loving recently to make or wear or look for at the thrift store. You guys always give me really good ideas in the comments. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, especially all the videos I'll be posting in December for 12 Days of Kait-mas. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!